Let me turn, if I could, to you for a moment, Mr. Vila. As you know, Secretary Zinke has been subject to a jaw-dropping array of federal investigations, raising very substantial ethical concerns about what has gone on at the Interior Department. Suffice it to say, we've seen a pattern of other officials involved in this. It's kind of like when you listen to all this, somebody just lost the ethical compass. What I'd like to have you tell the committee is, if you are appointed director of the National Park Service, what specifically would you go in there and change in order to deal with this spree of unethical behavior that we're reading about in the news media pretty much constantly?
Thank you, Senator, for that question. Over my nearly 35 years of public service, sir, at the state and federal level, I have been guided, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, by the guidance of my grandfather and my parents about pursuing moral and ethical objectives and interest. I think as a leader, as a senior executive in the federal government, sir, I think it starts with the individual. And if confirmed, setting the example at the director, as director, setting the bar as to what is not acceptable. I think we achieve that through training, further training. I think we do that through accountability. But it starts at the top. And if confirmed, I will provide that leadership.
I will just tell you respectfully, sir, I asked specifically what you would change. And all the words that you just offered me are certainly ones that I would agree with. I think virtually anybody would. It still doesn't tell me what specifically you would do to change these ethical practices that are so destructive to this important agency. My time is up. I'm going to hold the record open to get an answer to what you would specifically change, but I will not be able to support your appointment unless there are specifics given about what you would change, because we cannot allow this to go on any longer. Thank you, Madam Chair.